What's up, YouTube? Kirby coming here from another little episode of Law from Beyond Bent Productions. We're gonna sit down and have a little talk about some DHR stuff with you guys out there having a bunch of legal problems with court, I'm sure. Kind of gouging your check and take all your money and say your kids dependent on the state and you're a deadbeat dad. Well, we're going to show you something that says different from that. Read right here. Let me show you what book this is. This is the revised version, so don't worry, it's not 1975. But it says revised. If it had been revised, it'd say revised on there, or superseded. It's not superseded. These are still codes and statutes that they're supposed to abide by. And it says, recipient's freedom of choice and selection of specialists to make eye examination, which don't read that because these books will tell you that you can put words in there in DHR. So recipient's freedom of choice and selection of welfare, abilities and child maintenance. So then you just reword it because these books say that you can do that. This isn't. It have to be what's in this book, what it says word for word. You can word it like the program of public assistance. See, for the visually handicapped, you don't have to use visually. You could use the abandoned child. Operating allowance shall be administered in such a way or manner as to prevent the beneficiaries or recipients thereof from having complete freedom of choice in the selection of professional assistance in conducting any Title 4D involvement of the program or the receipt of such public assistance. See, public assistance. And there shall be no discrimination practiced in any such program as to the kinds of specialists who will be permitted to make such examinations. Examinations made by licensed attorneys or licensed tax accountants or licensed preparers or licensed. These people aren't licensed. They just make up numbers. See, licensed ophthalmologist. Say ophthalmologist, then ophthalmologist. What does that say? Optometrist and ophthalmologist. Still eye, but it's still, you know what I'm saying? And physicians skilled in the treatment of Department of Human Resources or the child assistance laws or what do they call it, or you got Department of Human Resources, but they got other stuff, the TANF for whatever, Child's in Need Act or something. You just reword all this stuff. Paid for and treated alike. The provision of this section shall be enforced by injunction issued by a court of competent jurisdiction on complaint of any party aggrieved by a violation thereof. And if you're a party, if you're paying child support or being taken to a court, then you're a party in this case. If you're the mother, if you're the father, or if you're the court defendant attorney, Mr. James, Van Wilkins or whatever his name is, the one I'm dealing with. This is why I'm doing all this. And if I got all these law books, and I have to read all these books, so there's more of them. I promise you, there's more of them. Let's go look, I'll show you, there's more of them. I've devoted a room to this because I'm really aggravated how the law does people. Look at this. Law books. Law books. Law books. Law books. Where are law books? See? There's law books. Law books. Where are law books? Comic books. More law books. More law books. Laptop. More law books. Pocahontas, who is a hedgehog, she is down there. This is her room too. And Joe. I love that painting. It's so cool. Anyway, yeah, we'll get back to this. But if all the books I got can help anybody else, I'm glad to help. So, back to the law books. Constitutional law. Ooh, look at this. And pretty much anything to do with All this stuff is pretty much commercial law, and you can use rulings from any state because child support law is international, and it's pretty much considered intercommerce law. So I think I got some stuff in here marked up somewhere. I gotta find it. I read a lot of this stuff and don't forget to write it down. I just highlight it in the book, and then I forget to what section it's in. I don't write none of that down. Protection of franchise, personal rights and liberties, equality under the color of law. Y'all leave in the contents down there what y'all want. So this has got cases. This is what you need. These cases. You need to refer to case law. Because pretty much when you appeal a judge's decision, then the burden of proof is on you. And you must prove, even though it says in there that, you read all this stuff, it says there is no excuse of ignorance of the law if they're the ones teaching the law, but yep. Fun. So, states right here. Subsection 36. My bad, subsection 38. It would be title, that's how you read this. It would be title 38, because it says titles 37 through 38. And you're here on the front. Title 38 is public welfare. So it'd be title 38, subsection 38, -1, -2, and it'd be recipient's freedom of choice and selection of Department of Specialists to receive, because you're making, or an appointment, so whatever. Yep, you gotta read all this stuff. It's sad. It makes you really mad. Yep. This is what I do when I get off work. I read and I write stuff. I'm my notebook here. We got this. I'm having to read too. Cause that good stuff going on with Subaru. And then you got this one. Cases and other problems. Oh yeah, it's not a constitutional law. Another one. It's a good read. That gives you more evidence that you need, because constitutional law is a federal ruling, because it deals with Supreme Court and federal rules. So all lower courts are bound by any Supreme Court ruling. Remember that. No matter what they want to tell you, if you can find a Supreme Court ruling that says otherwise to what they say and contradicts what they says, then by law, federal law applies and federal rule must be upheld. Yes, see, it says, whenever used in this chapter, the following words and terms shall have the following meanings. See, this is a different book. Oh, see, I messed you up. See, it's public officers and employees. Let's see what I'll show you. Chapter 25. I'll come back to this code of ethics. So you gotta look up stuff like this. Some of these places, child support is considered a charitable donation company. They're not a debt collecting agency. If you look them up in one of these books, I can't remember, but it says that they receive their funds through taking you to court and enrolling you in these child support programs. You gotta look at terms of office. So some of these people, they've been in office way too long. Oaths of office, they can't show their oath. Here we go, notary public. So you need one of them on your side too. That way you ain't gotta deal with the court clerk, because the court clerk is usually on their side. You go see code of ethics. That's what I was looking at a while ago. An individual retirement account fund, you can put a lien on their bonds and their trust, just like they're trying to do you. See, this thing has case notes in it. These books are legit. The books that you want to have or have access to, and I have them. All you need to do is ask. Payroll deductions. Oh, you can also, here's another thing. Oh, I gotta find it somewhere. Yeah, employees, right here. It's in this book somewhere. You must, if you do not want to be income withholding order from your company, You can write a letter, because it states in here you must write in writing to your employer that you do not wish to be enrolled in any carry out state employees. Oh, I really want to displace it somewhere. What do I do with it? So I write this stuff down. I read it in here, and then I don't write it down what section it's in. I just highlight it in the book. And some of this stuff is like detrimental stuff to what they say, because it's in this book. And usually the only people who have these books are the people who are on their side. And I'm not on their side. I'm on our side. The Father's side. The ones who were taken to court unlawfully, unconstitutionally, and gouged for money. And we also take care of our kids, despite what the courts say and what they charge us. We still have money coming out of our pocket to do things with our kids, buy our stuff for our kids, take our kids places. Ooh, did I miss one? And we do it all in silence. And in the eyes of the law, silence is accepted. There's something about highlighting. We're going to read all this stuff again. I'm going to start writing this stuff down instead of just highlighting it. We're going to state if you don't write it to your employer, because you are considered an employee, and any employee is owned by the government. Classified services. Article 1, general provisions, cross references, case notes. Let's see, we got case notes. Definition of employees. There we go. 36, 26, 100. Let me look at this right here. Uh-oh. See, look, they get a violation of ethics. For what they do, that's a violation of your civil rights. That's a violation of ethics. Right here. It says use the code. Chapter not to deprive citizen of constitutional right to communicate with member of legislature. So it means you can write your state and tell them what's going on. They even test constitutionality. It's got all kind of stuff in this book, man. I'm telling you. Let's go back. Let's see what the definition of employee is. Subsection 36, 26, 100. 36, 26, 100. 36, 26, damn. 36, 26, 100, right? Is that what it said? 36, 26, 100. What? One more page. 36, 26, 100, right? Here we go. Definition of an employee. The term employee is used in this article is deemed to mean and include all persons employed by county and city boards of education. You gotta do that. 2-year educational institution under the control of SPUS or State Board of Education, Alabama Institute of Deaf and Blind, that include production workers of Alabama Institutes for Blind, Educational and Correctional institution under the control aspect of the Department of Youth Services who are employed by the bus driver, blah, blah, blah. Employees who are not otherwise covered by the state merit system. See here, only full-time employees who are not otherwise covered by state merit system, the teacher, tenure law, or other state statute at the time this article is adopted are intended to be covered by this article. Full-time employees include an adult bus driver, of the employee whose duty requires 20 more hours in each normal working week of the school term, employing board holidays, accepted. Substitute teachers and substitute employees are excluded from this article. So see, if you're like a part-time employee or some shit, then you won't be 20 more hours a week. Right here. See, but I said you can change these words around. Cause see what you do. I don't know about y'all, but most of us do construction, and constructions are they got in with the labor boards. So, yep, it's sad. And if you do any kind of construction work, you're an electrician, so you're tied in with the Department of Alabama, Department of whatever, the water works, utilities. So therefore, you're a subcontractor. You got to read these laws, people. I was back out. I'm going to zoom in. Or pause the page. Y'all can. I'll have to find it. It's in here somewhere. I know it is. Ooh, I got one better. I think this is how I found it last time, maybe. I don't know if anyone y'all know what this is. This is like a phone book for cases. Yes, it is like a phone book for cases. Oh, my battery's dead. All right. Now let's look in here, and we'll find the Code of Alabama. What's it to do with child support? Construction, foreign corporations and organizations. Child support is an organization. So you can look up, let's look up D, A, B, C, D, E, or more, DHR, department, deposits, dentist, nope. Department of Pension and Security, Department of Public Health. That would be it, wouldn't it? Department of Public Health. Department of Mental Health and Mental Administration. Ooh, retardation. Thought they couldn't take that no more. It's a retard. Department of Children Affairs. There we go. 2624-1. It's not going to be in this book. It's going to be in Title 20. Well, let me go get Title 26. I know I got it somewhere. I think I got Title 26 somewhere. I'll leave that marked. Grab the vape. Yummy. Tastes like chicken. And if any of y'all didn't notice early, we're cold-blooded. But it's spelled with a C. It says K isn't my last name. It starts with a K. So we got military and domestic relations, civil defense, military affairs, and civil defense. You can use all this stuff against them. Oh, that's dictionary. Dictionary. Title 26 is Title 12. Oh yeah, if anybody's interested in winning one of these books right here, because I've got like 3 of them, and they're still up to date. And if you're in Alabama, if I can hit 1,000 subscribers, I'll give away one of these books, and I'll pay for shipping. How about that? Crimes, Offenses, and Criminal Codes of Alabama, and this has not been superseded. As you see right here. When we get published, we will see. There's the copyright page. Did I pass it? $19.94. And have you noticed anything about this? All rights reserved. You can reserve all your rights too. Look into that. I won't get into that right now. That'll be a separate discussion right now. But what this book goes over is what's right here in the table of contents. I'll let y'all look. If y'all are interested in this book, it has 1,000 subscribers, and if you're from Alabama, like I said, I'll mail you this book, and I'll pay for shipping. Like I said, you can change these. Some of these names, you can change them in here. You have to read these. You have to read. And when it says you can change them, you can change them. The words to match the crimes. Because you read some of these crimes, they're crimes against animals, crimes against environment. But they just change the word from environment to person, or state, or it's the statute, or it's code, or it's a policy. Codes, statutes, and policies are not law. If they were, they would be called laws, not codes, not statutes. Ordinances, policies, regulations, whatever you want to call it, blah, 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 they're not laws. And most of your other crimes that they say are crimes is driving offenses or infractions of the law. An infraction of the law is not a crime. But like I said, a lot of these laws are the same in all states. That way the courts can have the same numbers and the same numbers go with this violation or this code or this statute. They can pretty much all read it. Not have to look up that law in their state. It's pretty much like a standard that all these codes and statutes mean that one thing in every state. So, but let's give you an idea of what all's in this book. See, parents and guardians permitting children to engage in production of obscene matter guilty as a Class A felony. See, all this stuff is retarded. But like I said, you can change the words around in some of these. They tell you in the chapter. Let's see. I'm going to find what it says. You can change it. Change the revision. This is actually known as the site of the Alabama Criminal Code. See, ACC, Alabama Criminal Code. Right here, sections distinguish and avoid confusion. Code Alabama, blah, blah, blah. Unless different meanings. Ooh, right off the bat. What did I tell you? I gotta cut the light on for this stuff. So y'all people think the light is on. Let me open the book. Duh. Y'all people think I'm playing when I say this right here. Here we go, right here. What is this right here? Definitions. Unless different meanings are expressly specified, in subsequent provisions of this title, the following terms have the following meaning. So, unless it's expressly specified in subsequent provisions of this title, the following terms have the following meanings. But if it doesn't say that, then it doesn't have that on there. Because see, some of these books, when you get the first chapter, open it up, there is no definitions. They might have definition of court clerk or administrative clerk or executive administrator or something like that, but it won't have what definite words mean, like offense, misdemeanor, crime, person. Unless it specifically states in this definitions or this first provisions of this thing, table of contents and all that stuff, and general provisions, then you can change the words to whatever you need to change them to. Towards your affidavit or your complaint or your judicial notice, or judicial fact of notice. You do all kind of stuff to these people. And what's funny is it's with their own words. It's so funny. I love this. Okay, people. Well, that's enough teasing. Alright, YouTube. If you like that channel, hit the like button, subscribe button. We'll get some more law stuff going on. Say that commercial code. Commercial code, Title 7. And if you look right here, choice of law and form. Official comment. Got all kinds of stuff. What do these people actually say when some of these cases are over that you'll never know because you're not a lawyer? Or they don't release a lot of these cases open to the public. And most people don't know that you can go to the public and do a Freedom of Information Act and look for certain cases involving the DHR and what was their ruling and all that stuff. You have the Freedom of Information Act. You can do that if you choose to. And I'm choosing to. And I don't even think I have Title 26. Like I thought I did. Title 3, Title 11, Title 14. That's volume 18. See, you can't look at the volume. Like it's Title 16. Title 1 and 2. General agriculture. See, they try to get you for if you don't pay child support or some kind of like violation to the environment or something. You gotta look at how these where the money goes, where it's distributed to. In Alabama, it goes to some athletic fund. If you read all this stuff, I gotta find it all again. I'll show you. I got it. Actually, no, you can look it up on the website. Yeah, that's where I read it at. Department of Human Resources website. Look it up and see where it funds. It'll tell you where all this stuff goes. You can use it and blow it in their face. Understanding and negotiating. Turnkey contracts. Hiccup. Torts and insurance, general law, general law. Construction claims, I got all kind of stuff. Law of federal courts. Oh, that's a good one. I hadn't looked at that one yet. Like I said, I got all these books. They're never ending. It's like you read and read and read and read. And then like, oh, go back and refer to this section. Civil practices. Alright, well, YouTube, y'all have a good one. Like I said, hit the like button. Smash that subscribe button. Let's see if we can Pocahontas come out real quick so y'all can say hey to her. I know she's in there somewhere. There she is. Hey, woman, come on. She likes to hide it, man. Come here. Say hey to the camera. Say hey. She's like, oh, why'd you wake me up? No, I should. You don't mind when I scratch your ear and you roll up a little ball. Okay. Alright, get back in the hole. There she goes. Alright, close the hood down. Get it wrapped up. If you don't keep them warm in winter time, they will try to hibernate. It's not good for them to try to hibernate if they're not wild animals because they can die. So you have to keep them awake during the hibernation months. So I just go aggravate her every now and then. I love to aggravate, as you can possibly tell. What we need to do, I know I said bye already. I keep talking. What we need to do is we'll sit down and go through one. Start at 1, and we'll work our way through the books that I have, because I don't have them all. I know I don't. I know I'm missing a couple of sections. So, all right, YouTube. Yep. Have a good one. Hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and like I said, we'll do some more of this law stuff together. And maybe we can all join up and we can beat the Department of Human Resources and all these crooked quasi-judges, because they're not judges, they're executive administrators. So, all right, y'all be good. Peace out. This is Beyond Bent Productions. Y'all stay cool.